All right, everybody. I don't know why I'm looking at my screen like I'm talking to myself instead of looking at the camera. I've got another cast member, John Maciag, who plays Jasper, my father, in Thanksgiving Again. Uh, he also is my co-star in The Last Ride. He and I are the two leads of that movie. Uh, But we also were in Haunted Happy Hour together, and we also actually filmed a sketch for the Dads and Drinks Show season 2, which is still being edited. Um, but Johnny points out that we had never actually been able to just drink without limitations. You know, we while we were filming Haunted Happy Hour, which is based at a bar, he and I were drinking beer throughout the day, but not, quickly, not getting drunk, just in the scenes and maybe also sometimes not within the scenes because you're not going to let a beer go warm when you're waiting for lights and stuff to be set up. You just keep drinking it. Anyways, his lovely wife Carla drove him home, so he was able to come over to the Macolino estate and record the episode. And we drank for 2, 3 hours probably before we hit record. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a very fun and tequila and whiskey soaked conversation. All right, everybody. I am very pleased to welcome some drunk homeless guy who I encountered on my walk today to the
I
Jeff
was
Beckley.
I was sleeping in the bushes.
Johnny Mac, Johnny
Maciag.
Maziag.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, you
I have
did.
a hard time. It took me a long time to figure out how to say Maziag, right?
Even for me, it did. Even in kindergarten, it's called me maniac because they couldn't pronounce it.
Yeah. Well, I got Macarena. I grew up in that era. Yeah. That was fun, especially when your football coach called you that.
I want to say, cheers. Thank you for having me. This guy's a sweetheart. I don't care what people say. This guy's a sweetheart.
He's a, I paid him to say that. Uh, yeah. So for the viewer slash listener, Johnny and I, has, well, we've got poster credits for the two movies I executive produced. The Last Ride, which we shot first, even though it's not out yet,
Correct.
and Thanksgiving Again, which is out. And by the time this is airing, you can still buy it before Thanksgiving.
Which is great. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good movie.
it is. And we did Haunted Happy Hour also.
We did Haunted Happy Hour, and we did the Dads and Drink Show as well.
That's right.
That's still in editing. Not because actually my weight loss is a problem because there was two scenes I didn't shoot for a couple sketches, and I'm like, ooh, that might be tough to pull off now.
But this guy's a funny motherfucker. I'm just going to say that. Can I say motherfucker? Can I say
you
that?
you can say motherfucker all you want. This is a Sam L. Jackson approved podcast.
There you go. There you go. I love that man. Yes, sir.
So I kept teasing you with this and said I'll tell you about it on the podcast. So I went on a first date with a lady last night, and what I was talking about was I had a drinking plan.
Okay.
And there was a lot of thought that went into this, and I kind of think I should be a drunk life coach. Like help the people who, like to drink but want to function through life, kind of make a plan. So my plan, so I had a podcast at 2:30 and a dinner reservation at 7:15.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm a marathon drinker, but 5 hours of drinking, you're going to be pretty sloppy, and that's not really first date material, right? So I obviously have to drink at my 2:30 podcast. That's not an option. So I pour one of these and do the podcast. Now my plan was slightly altered. I planned on this podcast is going to end at 3:30, and I'm going to take a nap for an hour, get up, eat something, shower, get dressed, go 30 minutes, 45 minutes maybe before the reservation, get a couple drinks at the bar. I mean, the nap would have neutralized that 2:30 drink. So out of the picture already. 2 drinks, they were doubles, but 2 drinks, not going to be a problem. And then when we get to the table, I just match her drink for drink. So if she gets 2 drinks, I get 2 drinks. If she gets 3, I get 3. She got 3. And I followed through with my plan, although it was altered because I was so excited from the podcast. And then I had to send her an email with some information on some other stuff, that she was, it was work. It was professional stuff that had to get done. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to nap. But I did lie in bed and just lie there for 30 minutes, not sleeping. Just I felt like the body resting was useful. But anyways, it went off schedule, but I didn't have another drink. I went through the whole dinner. I got home and I drank for 4 or 5 hours and got tanked. But at home after the date was over, and there's going to be a second date. So I think I did a good job.
Nice.
So that's the drinking plan. It's like you can plan your alcoholism and still function in society. Like today, I'm like, Johnny's coming over at 2:30, so I better have everything done before 2.
So we start drinking at 11 o'clock, folks. No, this guy's a sweetheart, ain't he? He's a cute little guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm not little.
He's not.
Oh, but the other thing I teased you with was your drink of choice is tequila.
Yes, sir.
And I can't drink tequila. And did I ever tell you the story why I can't drink tequila?
No, sir.
So when I worked for the Rays, I was in college, and I was on a real big. I'm 21 years old, 21-year-old, and I'm on a big tequila kamikaze shot thing. That was my shot of choice. Like I'm going to go to the bar, order everyone a round of tequila kamikazes. So one night after a big Rays victory. The first season after I turned 21, the Rays went to the World Series. I mean,
nice.
It's good to be in the organization. There's 10 of us on a Friday night at Ferg's across the street, co-workers. Todd Callis, who's now the play-by-play guy for the Astros, was there.
Cool.
And I go and get 10 tequila kamikazes, and 8 of the 10 people I ordered for accepted the shot. 2 of them did not. So we did the shot, and there were 2 left over. I did both of those.
Did both. There you go.
Next time, I decide about 30 minutes later, I'm going to go get 10 more. Come back. This time, 5 people accept the shot, and I do the other 5.
No way.
I go back to the bar and get 10 more, even though by then 3 of the people had left, and only 2 people accept the shot. So I did 8 of them. And the next thing I kind of recall through blackout memory is vomiting on a park bench outside of Ferg's, right across the street from the police station, by the way.
Right.
And then I woke up on the floor. I lived at home with my parents because I went to college at USF St. Pete. So I woke up in the living room floor next to a bucket. And I was a little confused at what happened, and my ribs hurt really bad.
Why did your ribs hurt?
So my buddy, Corbin, was a soldier, and he and one of my other friends, who I saw at my class reunion, Alex was his name, they basically had to carry me from the bench into his truck. He drove me home, and then I was out. So he had to call my brother to come help carry me into the house. So they were hands on, you dig your hands into your side of your rib cage, you're going to be bruised up. So yeah, there was that. And then I woke them in doing that. We woke up my parents and my little sister also. So I woke up the whole house. Thus someone put a bucket next to me in case I vomited at night. Not that I would have the sense to get to the bucket, but it's good in theory. So the next time I go out, a couple days later, shot girl's walking by. As I walk in the front door, and I'm like, $1 tequila kamikaze, throw it down, and I immediately run out the front door and vomit. And I had not drank anything. I just immediately vomited, and ever since then, if I took a sip of your drink right now, I would just throw up.
And I couldn't take a drink of your Canadian Club there
Oh, this is Crown Royal.
Oh, Crown.
I break out the good stuff for the
good
in-person
stuff.
podcast.
Okay, I love working with this guy. By the way, he's such a blast. He's really a sweetheart. You know, he's like 6'5", 6'6". He's been playing football. You know what I mean? I'm a little guy. I'm like a 4'5", 4'5", 5'4".
4'5".
No. Never mind. But
this chair is really tall.
but it's a real pleasure to be able to sit here and have a drink with Jeff. We have always wanted to sit down and do this, and I haven't been able to do that. I have my designated driver here, my wife. You know, she's she's Sicilian. She's in the other room like this with a gun going, blow it, I'm gonna blow your head off. No, just kidding. But Jeff's a real sweetheart, kids.
Yeah. I'm a sweetheart for a drunk.
No, he's really cool. Now, we've been on set and we've done a couple of films now, like you said. And
yeah, we were on set together for a lot of days.
A lot of days. And you can tell when you're on set with certain people for a long time, you can tell who's cool, who's not cool, and who's the head case. This guy is fun as hell. And the cast we had for Thanksgiving again and for
the Last Ride.
Yeah. My God, the crew and the cast is just amazing.
That's the so I don't know if I told you this. I made every actress who auditioned for the role that Sam got.
Okay.
Before I even let them audition, they had to have a phone call with me.
Okay.
And that was all of them were like, "Yeah, I've never done that before," and I'm like, "I don't care." But I'm like, I just wanted to make sure, like, I don't think this person's great, and then they come on set and they're a bitch, and the whole, like, the vibes on set were pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that was Sean was here a couple weeks ago, and he's like, that was the best set I've ever been on. Really. Like, I mean, he had it easy. He got to just sit and drink beer all day.
Thank God. I wish I had that job. But no, Sam was great. Sam was really killer. I mean, everybody on set was killer. Everybody zoned in on that gig, and it was a blast. I mean, to me, like I've explained that, you know, we get there first thing in the morning. We got Rick, the producer, singing Ethel Merman tunes. We're having, he's bringing in breakfast. We're having killer breakfast, and we got 40s music going. And then we slip into this great gig. Oh my God, it was the best. And the food on set is killer. And these people are just so funny, so much fun, so much. I wish everybody could be on set and do things like this. Seriously.
Yeah, it was as stressful as it was for me.
Yeah.
It was there was the people on set just pulled it away, you know. Like, if it was a bunch of assholes on set, I don't know. Like, I'm like, I don't think I would have buckled, but there's potential, like, you know, that I could have just been like, whew.
It happens. No,
Well, and I always think a comedy movie, especially, but I mean, The Last Ride is far from a fucking comedy.
Yeah.
And that set was still pretty damn light, you know. But on a comedy especially, boy, it better be a light.
Yeah.
You know, and I encouraged improv and stuff like that too, as, you know.
Limited, yeah, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, when appropriate. I wrote a decent amount of jokes into the script, so it was like, just don't step on the written jokes, but otherwise play a little bit. One regret I have, I got to do it with you a couple times, but there was
is that the sleeping scenes that we had?
Yeah, the sex scenes. Yeah, I regret I didn't write more.
No, we just.
But the one actress in the thing in the movie who I barely interact with in the script is Madeline, who played Nicole, and we had a couple scenes where we did interact, and it wasn't scripted that we like. There's a scene where I go to the fridge and push Sam and Madeline out of the way and pour my drink.
Right.
And there's no lines. They're just watching me. But she would always come up with something different to say. I'd come back with a comeback. She'd come back. we shot that scene 6 times, and every time was different, and none of it was scripted. It was like that was
Gold.
yeah. Well, I'm like, why didn't I write more scenes? And that's actually, I'd be interested to hear what you think about this. I did Jeremiah and Luke were doing a movie, are doing a movie. I think they're probably close to done, but they got me to play a dirty cop. And Sam actually was a crack whore. So we had a scene together, and that we had a script for that. But then there's another scene. I've not seen the script, and it's like you pull this guy over. You see he has drugs. You're a drug addict. You get the drugs. You're a dirty asshole cop.
Right.
And I'm like, right. Anything else I need to know? He's like, I can send you a script. I'm like, if you don't care, I'd prefer not see the script and just run this thing, wing it. Right. And I'm like, oh, that was it's a good scene. I think it'll cut together nice. And it was 2 takes, and it was like, yeah, you guys nailed it. And it was like, I'm like, and that's kind of the Curb Your Enthusiasm style of here's the scene, here's how it starts, here's the situation, here's the outline, end.
Right.
If there's any specific things you need to bring up, but otherwise, just riff, and we'll cut it together in editing.
Right.
And I'm like, I feel like that's a very lazy writer thing, I think, to an extent. But Larry David's a great comedy writer, and he does.
but it's written out ahead of time, and the outline is set up. You get your punches, beginning, middle, and end. And it's like comedy. You know that. Boom, boom, boom. And which you have that natural flavor for,
Yeah, well, look, we shot. I'm realizing the scene we shot for Dads and Drink Show, that sketch.
Yeah,
there was no script for that at all. There was literally a beginning and an end.
It was a little out. And Jeremiah was great in that. He was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, I'll show you when we're done. I'll show you. It's mostly edited. We're missing. Well, I won't spoil the script or spoil the sketch, because eventually it will come out. I promise. It'll probably just get thrown up on my YouTube because it'll be edited sloppily by me and whatever.
But the point is, I know, we're sitting here for the first time. I just want to say I have never sat down and drank with Jeff.
Yeah,
this is a first. It's like.
We did have a couple beers on the set of Haunted Happy Hour.
Right. But we drank all day. But that's the difference between, drinking like, tequila and Canadian Club, Royal.
Crown Royal, yes. Crown.
But he's such a sweetheart to work with, is my point. But
I think there's an interesting. I had this conversation with, I can't remember who, another actor, and they were talking about like competitive nature, and I'm like, you play me in Monopoly, and I'll fucking try to kill you. Like, I have, we go play pickleball, and I'll try to destroy you. But in acting, not that we're competing for the same roles, but in acting,
I suck as an actor. But go ahead. It's an outtake, but
I'm always like, I want and in comedy too, like I want everyone to rise up, because it's just like the better things that if Mike and I hypothetically could be up for the same role, and if he gets it, I'll be thrilled. Right. I mean, because it's like, if you're escalating your career, that's escalating my career. Like the rising tide raises all ships. So that's how I approach set, where some people I do think are a little competitive or something.
With that said, it's like, if we go back to the Last Ride, there's a scene that you do at the end of Last Ride that is phenomenal. And I saw it, and it made me, am I touching the mic? It really verklempt me. It was really good. It really was good. I'm not blowing smoke up your butt. I want to say, like, I'm not smoking up your ass. No. It was really good. It was really good.
Yeah, it's funny that I look at that movie and I think, I'm glad I did it. Although
It was heavy. It was heavy.
It was heavy, and I'm like, I've got 3 other scripts, one of which you've read, Spaghetti Face. I've got 3 other scripts done, and actually one of them is not as heavy, but it is kind of heavy.
We got to do Spaghetti Face, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh,
we got to do that.
That's the next one.
That is so freaking funny. My God.
Well, that's that movie is the one I'm kind of really proud of it from the perspective of Thanksgiving again. I love it. It's got most people who were at the screener, their response was, "Oh my God, it has so much heart." Like there's a lot of like heartfelt. Like it was funny, but it was more like emotional than I thought it would be.
Huh.
Wow. And I'm like, that's what it was. I mean, Groundhog Day kind of had that same thing. It wasn't all laughs. There was a lot of growth and stuff like that.
True.
So it was, and that's what it was modeled after. But Spaghetti Face, I'm so proud of because every choice was made for comedy. There was no choice, like there was never a choice of what's going to be the best for filmmaking or what's going to be the best visual. It was always what's going to be the funniest possible thing to do. And I wrote that script completely blackout drunk.
Bro, I'm going to tell you, Spaghetti Face is a freaking hit. It is so hilarious. I mean, right from the get-go. It's got this Pink Panther feel to it. It's got this whole it's a different genre. I'm telling you, you're going to love this. You're going to fucking love it. Can I say fuck? Is that
yes.
okay?
Yeah.
Can I say I need another fucking drink?
Yeah.
Can we?
I can even hit pause right here.
Hit pause. We'll be right back at these next.
Mas tequila, por favor.
Mas tequila.
All right, we're back. Here's Drunk Jeff. Isn't that awesome?
I love this. I want to get an autographed copy on this from Jeff. Okay? I'm his biggest fan. This guy is freaking hilarious, folks.
But specifically drunk Jeff. Sober Jeff is...
But cool. Is this cool or what? This guy's got posters out. He's got all this cool shit. It's cool stuff. I don't want to... Okay?
How many times did you say fuck in the last ride? I mean, they were all scripted, in fairness.
I don't fucking know.
Oh.
I just want to say, I just love working with this guy. I am so glad that's like, we can actually sit down for the first time for me to drink and, have a couple of cool drinks and talk about the films we've done. Because this guy's a blast to work with. And we started with, what was that?
Haunted Happy Hour?
We drank some beers, 10 o'clock in the morning.
The funny thing was there was like 4 taps that were active and 2 were non-alcoholic and 2 were alcoholic. And I was the bartender who actually in real life was pouring the drinks for people. So you, me, and Mike got beer, real beer. All the other people got the non-alcoholic shit and juice.
And people don't realize that, it's like...
well, they don't realize how long you were at the bar because the way they moved. I watched the movie and I text Chris and I'm like, I feel like John had a lot more.
We drank all day long, folks, which was great. It's so much fun.
That was you got to, Haunted Happy Hour was your role that Sean got in Thanksgiving again. You just had to sit there and drink beer all day.
There you go.
It's a rough life. I just stand and drink beer, but I was happy with it.
But he was so good in that role. I just bought right into it. It's like, oh yeah, this guy's the bartender. I was like, can I have another beer or whatever? And it was just natural, And I think that's how we went into, the Last Ride and the Last Thanksgiving there. Last Thanksgiving, is that what it is?
Thanksgiving again. Well, Thanksgiving again. The reason I was willing to direct that movie is because I played myself, in essence, just amped up a little bit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. The funny thing was, I think he said this in front of you, maybe not. But Chris, we were filming The Last Ride, and I did a scene, and he's like, you know, you you know, if people want an actor who's like really like a real person,
sucks. It really sucks. Yeah.
No, he's talking to me, not you. Uh, I'm such a sweet person, obviously. He's like, if people want an actor who just be a real person, you know, and I'm like, isn't that what you're supposed to be? Like, you're supposed to be a real. I get different roles to be, you know,
Correct.
but and actually, I had this conversation with Sam. Was the first person I had this conversation with, so I guess I should bring this to you.
Yeah.
Is do you rather be a real when you're acting, would you rather be a crazy character? Crazy is not maybe the right word, but a character, or would you rather be a grounded, real person?
You
Because
know,
I've seen you play both.
that's an interesting question because it really depends on the character. You have to have a certain amount of charm and appeal, and then realism. You know, I think it's the ambiance of everyone around you. When you have someone like yourself and um Sam and all these different characters, it brings out this glow, something else. It really does, and it's just is that ice you get? Hold on, can I get some ice? Yeah. But seriously, folks, you think I'm not blowing smoke up your butt? When you work with some cool guys, it really brings it out. And it really does.
Yeah,
It's the paradigm. It's the paradigm factor. Is what I'm saying.
that's the
Does that make sense?
yeah. No, it's a interesting. Like one thing that's hilarious is like Megan in the movie. Megan and I have a kind of.
Folks, look at this. Look at this. Hey, this boy's drinking. That's my boy. I have a designated driver, folks. My wife is here. She's in the. I'm sorry. She's in the other room going. He sucks as an actor. He sucks. No.
Me or you? She. That's one thing that's interesting. I think you are a guy who I don't get this sense from, but I'm sure you do because you are an actor.
Go ahead.
Actors are so insecure.
I know where you're going. Go ahead.
Yeah. You don't strike me as someone who's insecure, but I'm sure you are.
Actually, I'm really not.
Really? You're good.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck. That's the funny part of it. I really don't. It's the Gilda Radner effect. It's like I don't care. I really the genuality of a character like Jack. And I'll be honest with you, folks. We sat down and drank for like an hour or two before we even did this.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're on hour 3+ of drinking.
But we've sat there in the first film and drank beers at 10 o'clock in the morning. But genuinely, this guy is really, really cool. He really is. I'm not, I'm being very serious. And there's a certain charisma for certain characters this guy has, and there's a chemistry, and he has it. He really does. He really does.
That's something I noticed with you, and something that
You're full of shit. Come on, man. Don't put no.
no, but the chemistry aspect,
Yeah,
like
it's true.
well, there's something to like again being on so many film sets with you. Like I saw how much you lit up when you had the scene with Jennifer Loriello in The Last Ride. And I feel like she escalates. There are actors who I think part of it is the eye contact aspect of when you're talking, they're locking eyes with you, even if your eyes aren't locked on theirs. They're actively listening, and that's the one thing that I try to do. And Sam was fucking dynamite. Like it was like, oh my god, I need to look away because I'm going to get lost in your eyes and forget what I'm saying.
Exactly. That's what happens.
But that's actually usually on your first take on your one-on-one with her. That's what you said. You're like,
I can't do this.
I got lost.
It's absolutely true.
But it does bring out the best in you. So there are actors who are a lot, and I feel like honestly, every actor, even my kids, they're obviously the least experienced, but every actor on Thanksgiving again had that great
ambiance.
I don't know, the thing that escalates their co-star, the person whose the focus is on, they give you what you need to really do it. Whereas we've acted with people who either don't make eye contact or it's not their coverage and they go wander off, and it's like, no, you should still be here. That's still helpful.
Hold on. I got folks, you gotta buy this. I'm telling you, you want an autographed copy of this puppy. This guy is a genius. No, it's true. It's what he's saying, folks, is chemistry. Yeah, we've been drinking. Okay, so what? But when there's chemistry, when you have a certain cast and it just flows.
Yeah.
And these films that he speaks of is absolutely right. They flow. They really flow. And this guy, I'm telling you, hire this guy. He makes shit flow. I'm telling you. I ain't nothing. This guy makes it work.
I ate a lot of fiber. No, but the funny thing was, in The Last Ride, most of our scene, at least half of our scenes,
God, he was so good.
But there is no eye contact. Right. I mean, I could see you in the mirror a little bit, but outside of that, I'm in the front seat, you're in the back seat.
Correct.
And I even talked to Chris about that. Like, do you think after you hired me, maybe you sit in the front seat so we can turn and look at each other more? And he's like, no, I'd like this. And he made the right choice. But it was just this might be more natural that I can, but I'm also driving, so I can't spend a scene doing this.
But, genius on your feel and effect, because I was going into a mirror. The other thing is the way it was written was amazing.
Yeah.
Christopher is amazing. Jeff is, Rick is amazing. But you really brought it through, because when you see this film and you see the end of it and the whole thing, I got verklempt. Okay. It was really touching,
Yeah, I feel like because I really hate. So this is an interesting thing. I don't actually hate watching myself. I hate watching other people watch me.
But you hate watching you act. But when you're real, correct?
Yeah, right. It's hard to. I actually, when I got the final cut with the music and everything, I actually teared up in the movie.
I'm telling you, same me.
And I'm tearing up at my own acting, but it wasn't. Frankly, it wasn't my acting. I was tearing up at the writing. Like,
this guy. I'm telling you, watch this guy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I'd much rather do comedic acting though. I think I have the ability to be a dramatic actor, this was kind of the test case.
But you have dramatic chops, bro. You really do. You really do.
Yeah, if it's so this is another question I've started asking all actors, because Chris asked this question at one of our little post-game parties when we were done shooting. And he asked, what is your if you could have any role in the world, what would be your dream role?
Mhm.
And to give you some time to think, my answer to that's always been the same. My number one role, I would love to play the devil.
Hmm.
And it could be any variety. It could be a humorous, witty devil, or it could be just evil, dark. And I'm like, that would just. You've seen The Devil's Advocate with
Yeah.
Keanu and Al
Yeah.
Pacino. Al Pacino playing the devil. I'm like, I would love the opportunity to try to do not exactly what he did because I'm not Al Pacino, but I would like.
Close. You're close.
Yeah, we're Italian. Well, our names end in Eno.
Yeah.
So you can put us in a rap lyric.
There you go. There you go.
Really, Al Pacino, Jeff Macolino, riding in an El Camino.
I'm with you.
I'm out of rhymes. But that's my. And then the other one I've lately started to say is like also like the Joker, like Batman villain would be cool because the Joker is usually a lot smaller than Batman, and I'm like I would actually like a smaller, rich. Like Batman is rich and like he could be 5'9". I'd like to see a 6'2" Joker who physically towers over Batman and just see like that would be an interesting dynamic. And just playing a crazy, demented person.
The Joker's intense, man.
Yeah, I would but those are the two, which is funny because I also just said I like playing real people more than characters, and literally the devil and the Joker are the two people that I'd love to play. So I guess I'm lying to myself, right? But do you have is there a role? And it doesn't need to be a specific character, but like villain, hero.
I like something that's tough guys or whatever. I like genuine stuff, but my point is, I love working with cats that are real genuine, like yourself, and they bring something to the table, and there's an interaction. You can't. What's my point? You can't fake that.
Right. There's got to be authenticity.
That's right. Just like right now, I have waited for so many months months or years to sit down with this guy, have a couple of drinks, because this guy's so much fun. And we're sitting having a couple of drinks, and it's like, God bless America. Is that the right word? I don't know. I don't know about right now. But seriously, kids, this guy is a motherfucker when it comes to acting. He makes everything easy. And in the first film we did, it was just like, okay, this is easy. This is easy to do. It is.
That is the.
It's true.
That is one thing I remember from Haunted Happy Hour, which I remember Chris said at one point. He's like, "It's a Jeff take, so we just need one take and a safety, but we definitely don't need three." You actually told me. So actually, I'm sure you don't remember this.
Of course I don't.
But on Haunted Happy Hour, and again, it was my second thing I've been on that I was there for more than a few hours. It was really my second acting role. And you said to me, you're one of the most consistent actors I've ever worked with. Like take to take,
it's true.
Drill
it's
it.
Very true.
And I'm like, I went in thinking, I don't know my lines. I did, obviously, but I'm very insecure about actually knowing my lines.
Folks, it is so hard to sit there and do 5, 6, 9, 10 takes doing the same freaking things over and over and over and over. It's really hard because you lose track of what you're doing. This guy makes it easy. You look at him and it's like, oh, okay, it's a piece of cake. And that's the way, that comfortability, the camaraderie is really an amazing thing. Okay, I just want to say, I'm not sleeping with him. No,
not yet.
Mark my words, this guy's a motherfucker. When I'm dead and buried, this guy's going to be a motherfucker. And there's a lot more this guy's got coming. Spaghetti face. Oh, we need money. Make
Oh.
we shouldn't mention that. We're gonna probably cut that.
No. Yeah, we need money.
We
Give us
need money.
give it. Yeah, well, that's I'm to the point now where it's like I would like other people to pay for my movies and pay me for my movie.
Exactly.
Because one of the things I was looking like budget, and it's like I did these two movies for cheap, and it's like, so what would be the budget for this? And it's like, since the person giving the money would get the money, I need to get paid.
Yeah.
So the budget's going to go way up. But within reason.
But seriously, folks, this is a very talented guy. Okay. And I've been waiting a long time to sit here, just like Seth Meyers with the daytime drinking, right? Which I wish I could do with those guys. I wish we could do Seth Meyers daytime drinking, but I cannot tell you how long I have waited to do this segment and drink. I love it. You know what I mean?
It's that's the joy of. I mean, most of my podcasts are on Zoom, which are fun, and I drink and blah blah blah. But God, so much better when the person's in person. I mean,
and he's an asshole. He's an asshole. No.
Yeah. I actually
just
you have to go through. I give you some drugs when you get here. I put you in the torture chamber for a little bit, and I say, "This is what you're going to say when we go on camera."
No, folks, no.
Oh, I didn't take you to the torture chamber?
No.
Hold on, I need to.
Where's that? There it is.
Right here,
folks. Please buy this. This is brilliance. I'm telling you.
I wish there were more options for the like my guy's carrying a burger and a beer and wearing a Saints shirt. I wish there were more options because that's one thing that I was like I wanted to get these for everyone in the Last Ride.
Is that right?
And I'm like, there's just not enough like personalization to it. Like I could have gotten you with a Texan shirt. But then the other things, I'm like, I could. But then also, like, my face actually kind of looks like that face. Like the beard works and everything.
But you know what? The irony is, and I meant to wear. See, I got black shirt.
I saw the black socks. I was going to bring that up.
Jeff bought me black socks that said "The Last Ride," and I meant to wear that tonight. Tonight, whatever.
I have them somewhere. I'm still playing. Eventually, we're going to have. Actually, I'll tell you, we have.
What? Look at the football. Go ahead. What?
We have two. So we can't have local. We can't have local theatrical releases because the film festival we want to be in.
Correct.
Prohibits that, but we are in the Central Florida.
Oh no, he didn't.
Strip sack. But we are in the Central Florida Film Festival, and we do have actually a showing in Winter Park. Theater in Winter Park is having us in January. So we because my plan with those socks was wearing those. My plan was to wear those socks because I got them for you, me, Rick, and Chris.
That's right.
On the premiere and
the limited thing.
Yeah. And my son wore them to school one day without telling me. I'm like,
really?
Because I had them sitting right up there.
Get out of here.
See, I got the slate from Thanksgiving again. Also from the Last Ride, but they put tape on this one. And I'm like, I'm just going to keep it and spend $8 for a new one next time. But he wore them to school one day. And he needed socks. So he just grabbed them. But they, They're fine. They washed. The logo stayed on, which was actually a nice test because I was like, oh, you can actually wear these multiple times.
Those socks are on top of my mantle, just so you know, at home. I look at those all the time because that was just, it was such an outstanding moment. It was we had mentioned it as a joke, and he came up and gave that to me at the end. It completely blew my mind, and it stays there. I look at that in the morning. That in my no, I don't. No, no, seriously,
I let go of it.
no, it blew my mind. I always look at it first thing in the morning, and I'm hoping to have a poster on that. I'm gonna
I
put that.
actually wanted to have the Last Ride poster printed out today, but I'm having some issues with it.
I'm not trying to put him on the spot, folks. But look how handsome this guy is. Look at this. Look how young this guy is. You got to see his son. You know what I'm talking about, folks. You gotta see Spaghetti Face when it comes out. This is a freaking hilarious film. We hope to get done right.
I hope I'm my goal is be careful with the
Yeah.
the my hope is
Superstition. Yeah, I know.
so I want to my dream for Spaghetti Face is to hire a director who can direct it instead of me directing it because I've got to be in every scene of the movie.
Yeah.
And that's the obviously the financing part's one thing, and then being able to hire a director adds to that budget. But yeah, but also part of me is like there's some directors out there that I feel like should be like I will jump on this shit. It
is so good. The script is killer, folks. Killer.
Yeah. I'm hoping, and that's the. I'm also trying to get more stand-up comedian contact. So there was a couple. So this is a trivia fact that I put on IMDb.
Okay.
So there are 3 big name celebrities, or one's big name celebrity, who were given offers for Thanksgiving again, including one for your role. Charlie Sheen was his agent was given an offer to play Jasper.
I heard of him. Charlie, what's his name? Sheen.
Sheen. Yeah. That's how it's pronounced. His agent never responded to me. The other Sean's role was offered to a comedian, Joe List.
But you know what? Charlie was probably intimidated working with this guy.
I would assume
this guy is so damn good.
Well, so Joe List's manager, Joe List actually, I emailed him and he forwarded it to his manager, and Joe List is like, "I'm super interested. This sounds great. I want to do it." And he's a pretty prominent comedian up in New York, and his manager's like, "We need to see other things you've done." I'm like, "Well, this is my first directing thing. I'm not," and I'm like, "Well, I EP'd a movie." He's like, "Well, send me The Last Ride." I'm like, "We just finished rolling on that like 2 months ago. It's not." So Chris sent me uncut things, and then months later, Joe List emailed me, and Sean was already cast at that point, and he's like, "I haven't heard anything from you or my manager. Is this not happening? I really wanted to do it." And I'm like, "Oh no." I mean, I'm glad. Obviously, Sean was fantastic, and financially, it was a better thing. I think.
Hell yeah.
But he was angry. So we've emailed back and forth. And the other one was Stephen Tobolowsky, who played Ned Ryerson in Groundhog Day. I had a cameo scene written for him. I emailed his agent, didn't respond. So those guys missed out.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, I think it worked. The Tobolowsky would have been great because he wouldn't have taken you or Sean out of the movie. Because I also don't know that Charlie Sheen would work well. You know what I was afraid of when I sent that email? I'm like, You know what might happen if I'm on a movie set with Charlie Sheen? Because he's sober now.
Yeah. Go
I'm a
ahead.
bad influence.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if I relapsed Charlie Sheen? If anyone's gonna do it, it's this guy.
It's this guy.
I'm a bad influence because I am such a sweetheart, as you've said.
That's right.
So I increased the alcohol intake at a party quite a bit. So yeah, it's probably good for Charlie Sheen. That documentary might have ended differently on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen that, but
No, I haven't.
I mean it's good, but it's like, ooh, could have gone a different direction if he got some. Well, nope, I don't want to say that because he got AIDS because he was testing the menu sexually, and that's I don't want to go there in any way, shape, or form.
You got to hire this guy. I'm telling you, this guy's a sweetheart. He's great. His timing is fantastic, folks. I'm telling you. Yeah, we've been drinking so wild. It's the first time we ever sat down and drank like this. We've done some great films together, and
So we've got this.
yeah.
This podcast is going to make 5 IMDb credits we have together.
But something just no.
That's we got the podcast. We got the
Right.
Dads and Drink Show, which
Right.
hasn't aired yet. We
That's
got the Last Ride, which also hasn't
Correct.
been out yet. But Thanksgiving again, which is out,
That's
and
right.
the Haunted Happy Hour, which is out on several things. Like
Several. That's right.
although Roku, I think, actually cut the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Is that right?
Yeah. So it ends with you off, like right when you. Well, I guess I shouldn't say this on the podcast because I'm spoiling the ending of the movie. But it ends with you and I having an exchange at the very end of the movie, but before the finish of before Eric Roberts appears. Oh, by the way, I meant to tell you to stay really still so I can replace your face with Eric Roberts.
They want to put Eric Roberts in my. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
That's right.
It's all a.
Wait, no. Go with it. Go with it.
It's all a joke.
No.
But the great thing was so a joke in Thanksgiving again that I'll spoil because I don't think anyone will get it otherwise is you Mike and me are sitting at the head of the table, right, and we're eating my mom's pizza, my actual mother's pizza,
real mom.
Yeah, and there's a joke of I hear Eric Roberts has a new movie out. I'm like, oh, that limits us to 6. But the joke is very inside baseball because the 3 guys at the head of the table are in
that film.
a new Eric Roberts movie.
That's exactly
one of his like 700 new movies.
750. That's exactly right.
Yeah, no, I mean, and he's talented, but I guess he just went for quantity not over quality. Like, I'm not saying the quality is bad of anything. But he just went for pure quantity.
Yeah.
I think I debate this. This is a good question for you too, as a fellow actor. I told you the story earlier that I won't dive deep into, where Mike was like, well, she's a background actor, you're a movie star. And part of me is like, I'm saying this not to compare myself to him in any way, shape, or form, but I like the Leonardo DiCaprio, like I do 1 movie a year, like, and I'm a star of a movie once a year.
Yeah, right.
As opposed to the guy, but I waffle on it because sometimes I'm like, I'd actually prefer to be the Stephen Tobolowsky, who's like, I guest starred on 17 different TV shows this year and made about the same amount of money as he did. Well, roughly. Probably not. But like, part of me is like, I like the idea of being like, I'm a day player who just has to come in, play a funny thing, and then I'm out. And part of me is like, no, I want 1 massive project per year that I can pour my soul into. And
right.
And I don't necessarily, I mean, in my mind, just because the opportunities I've gotten, I like the one big one per year. Because look, I've been acting for 3 years and I've been on 4 movie posters. It's a good it's a good rate, I think. But part of me is like what I told you the scene I had with the one act. Oh,
Oh, you did.
didn't drop. Well, I dropped. It was a fumble, but a recovery. Didn't hit the ground. Now I'm going to hold it high and tight. But I played a bartender in the scene, and it was just I had 6 lines that I think I made down to 5, and just made one of them a facial expression. Because there are actors. I'm sure you know this too. This is another interesting conversation to an extent that, and I know you're more on my side. I know from acting with you. There's actors who like are word counters, who are like, I'm gonna try to say more words than are in the script because the amount of words I say is my worth. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna try to like I literally made a line, a facial expression, and a hand gesture, and I walked away instead of saying the line. And that was better than me saying the line.
That's so true. That's so true.
But some actors, literally, there was one on Haunted Happy Hour who's a good actor, but he stole my line, and I didn't care, but it just like threw me off because I was about to say the line he said, and he said it, and I was like, say something else. So I just mumbled something because I was just thrown off because everything else was. It was like, oh, he was just trying to get an extra line in the movie so he could be like, I had this many lines. And I'm like, I had 6 lines. I turned it into 5. I had 72 words. I turned it into 58 because that was better to me.
That's great.
That's my character. And I think you're the same way. You're trying to be the character. You're not worried about
correct. What the words are.
Yeah. Am I the 8th or 7th person in the credits?
Right. I'm more into the feel of the character I'm working with, and but it's the feel. It's like music or whatever. The rhythm it's feel.
Yeah.
It's like the narrow kind of character, whatever. But it's the feel of the presence of the time of the moment, which we are in right now. That's what it is. It's really what it is.
That's what it is. I think we've recorded enough.
I think we're done.
So, Johnny, tell my audience where they can find you, social media. I know you've got a movie, Thanksgiving Again, that's out there right now. But outside of that,
what I want you to do is check out The Last Ride with this guy who deserves the lead actor award.
I got one.
But more. And you need to see Thanksgiving Again. He's brilliant with Sam. But please watch this. These guys are fucking great, man. I'm telling you. I'm happy to be there. That's all. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. Well, and you got to roll on Spaghetti Face. Oh no,
Spaghetti Face.
I'm holding it high and tight. You can't take it right now.
I want to do. Please, let's do Spaghetti Face. Seriously. If there's what the
an angel investor out there watching this, yeah.
Look at this guy. Look how handsome this guy is. We got to do it. We got to do it.
I'm starting to worry I'm going to get too. I mean, I'm not there yet, but I'm starting to worry I'm going to get too thin to play Spaghetti Face. I let the ball.
Let the ball out, folks. No, seriously. Look at this kid. Can you not? Come on, man. Can you not hire this kid? He's brilliant. Look at this. He's handsome. Look at this kid.
I got it all. All right. Boom. It's
Boom.
over.
Can I go? Can I go tonight? Can I go to sleep now, sir?
You can sleep when I tell you to.
Hold on. Make sure you buy this. Okay. You gotta buy this. I get an autographed copy of this. Okay. Okay.
Well, you want a drunk Jeff on the shelf.
Yes, I do.
Better than an elf on the shelf.
I love this guy.
All right.
Nobody acts better in the scene than this guy. Hire this motherfucker.
Better than Leo. Better than Pacino. It's
right.
Pacino and Macolino in the El Camino.
Pacino, Macolino. I love that. I like that. Pacino, Macolino. Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
Now we gotta make a movie where the two of us are riding around in El Camino, and that's a me and Al Pacino are rideshare drivers riding in El Camino. We throw the people in the back.
But seriously, folks, we fuck around, we drink and whatever. This cat's really, really talented. I'm not blowing smoke up nobody's butt there. I'm being very serious. I'm being children talking about. Take a look at this bad guy. This is a bad guy. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Thanks, guys.
All right. Boom, it's over.
Oh,